Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today with Dylan. AEW Dynamite September the 13th, 2023. 1 week away from Grand Slam, which we'll get into in a bit because those tickets aren't selling. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Have you seen that deal they're doing? It's like buy one, get one free for Grand Slam. Last year they had 20,000, now they haven't sold 7.
Like, that has to, like, as a fan, if you see anyone go like, oh, last year you know, the tickets were like 60 quid, now they're 20 quid, buy one, get one free. You kind of got to go,
But the glutes don't do that though, they just throw, but what about Wembley? What about Wembley?
Oh, you know what, I forgot.
You know, that one show you did in a country what barely gets any shows.
Yeah.
So of course you sold 80,000.
The ring light.
I still don't put mine on, it's still too warm. Maybe when it gets colder I'll put mine on. You've got a professional looking camera anyway, you don't even need the ring light.
Yeah, but do you see how better I look with
it does help. Yeah, it does help. Yeah.
Look, very dark.
True. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on now.
It suits this show, doesn't it? It suits our thoughts about the show.
Oh my god. No, I've not been watching. I didn't even watch last. I think did I watch last?
I skipped through it. I definitely skipped through it.
I must have skipped through it. I feel like I watched some of it. I don't know, because I definitely didn't watch All Out or All In.
All Out. We was all in. All Out. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, that match card was awful. Because I ain't watching fucking Miro and Hobbs. Like, I like Hobbs, but I feel like he keeps stopping and starting. It's getting to that point where I'm like, I'm just not interested then. If you've stopped to start like 7 times, like that's not kept my interest. I don't know how people can still be interested in him.
It seems like are they just going to repeat WWE's storyline where Miro, like, you know, his wife goes or someone else? Because like we talked about before, went live, like she came out, didn't she, All In, and then he just left, even though he's been talking about her for like 2 years now. Oh, my flexible wife, blah blah blah, and then she finally comes in and he walks away from her. Oh my god. Starbo, welcome to the stream. Good night, guys. Great night in AEW today. Hope so. Austin, welcome as well. How's it going? Go on, Dylan. What you gonna say?
I guess like I don't have any hope, but like if they're gonna do something with him, like I guess him not speaking to her is the sort of cliffhanger. But what annoys me is like, no, you had a story there with Hobbs attacking. Like, well, that battle's not over. Which then begs the question: why did you shake hands anyway?
True, and we all know she's there because, you know, that's his wife. Like, what else is she gonna do? She's not gonna wrestle. She's not gonna manage anyone else.
If someone else was like at ringside with Hobbs and a female, and then she came out with a fucking chair to fight her, then you're like,
yeah, like that girl who was in, what was it, QTV or whatever, the blonde girl.
The less of QT, the more.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, but I mean that would have made more sense, wouldn't it? Instead of just, you know.
Because then all right, okay, you're gonna do some sort of mixed tag, I guess, because you've done it before.
Yeah.
I can see them do it again. Fucking Adam Cole, Britt Baker.
Probably, yeah.
No.
I mean, they've got a few couples there now, haven't they? But
I don't think Jack Perry's going to be there long.
Oh,
He's killed his career. He knows he has.
Should we get into the CM Punk? It might as well be a weekly thing now with CM Punk and that Nick
thing. Yeah, right. So, was it like 2 weeks ago CM Punk was talking about WWE?
Yeah.
At that moment, he knew he was gone. He was gone. He knew it.
Yeah, he definitely knew. Yeah.
And now Tony, it looks like they're flirting with each other from a distance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
I think WWE is really nice.
In a bad way. They were trying to spin it like, oh, this is him saying he's never coming. It's like, what is it? I respected what Punk did in WWE, and he gave him props for UFC as well. Like, how's that a negative? He didn't say no. We're never going to work with him. He's toxic.
Yeah, I can't be wrong. Isn't CM Punk still like in some sort of contract with UFC? Like he does a lot of commentating for that stuff.
It's not UFC. I think it's like a lesser, not an indie. I don't know what you call it, but like a lesser, you know.
Yeah, but isn't that still under what's that? The company now that have.
It was that was the thing. Was it 2 days ago? WWE and UFC had merged. Was it TKO or something like that? Or whatever. Vince was doing that. What is going on with Vince, man? Have you seen how he looks?
Yeah. That's not what shocked me. I thought the guy next to him was Shane, but that was fucking Khan, wasn't it?
Yeah, Nick Khan.
Because Shane's great as well, and then I saw Vince I'm like, oh fucking hell, Vince has dyed his hair. That's pretty obvious when you got your son next to you. I went, well, that's not. That's Nick Khan. That seems to be the only competent Khan that we've got lately.
I just don't know why he's trying to hide his age so much. Like, he's dyed his hair complete black. He's got a fucking mustache as well. Is your camera froze, or are you completely?
I know, I'm still here.
Oh, you're still there, yeah.
My camera decided to fuck me again.
Like, I forgot. Let me search. How old is he now? Like, I don't get why he's trying to hide. Like, I remember in 2006 he had the grey hair, and that was nearly 20 years ago.
Mate, he went bald, didn't he, for a match?
Yeah, 78. He's 78. I don't get why you're doing this, Vince. I don't know why, but you do you.
I guess, because of everything that's happened, he's quite a complete change. He's like, I'm going to go with something else. I'm going to try and,
To me, it feels like he's trying to give the impression that he's younger than he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
he did just have that operation as well in his back or whatever, and now, he's back running Raw, apparently, and everyone's panicking over that.
Well, yeah, I don't know if you want to talk about, she who shall not be named.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be honest, I didn't even watch Raw this week. It did its second lowest rating in history this week. But I could see why, because...
higher than Dynamite.
They're still high. They did 1.3 million, still higher than Dynamite, but... I mean, I don't blame it on Nia Jax, obviously that's who we're referring to, because she came out on the last minutes of the show. So it's a 3-hour show, so clearly no one knew she was going to be there until, the last minute. But I don't understand why you'd bring her back.
But did you see what people were posting online? Because I saw one guy post to ask her, what she, shown picture of Carrie's name.
Oh, yeah, Oscar's been fighting back, and she's saying, like, oh...
Yeah, leave her alone, all that. Which I get, like, like, I don't agree with how WWE fired Knight, let her go because she was taking mental health issues and stuff, whatever. She was taking some time off, and then they just fired her. Like, I kind of feel like that's a dickhead way. I'm no fan of Nia Jax. You know what I mean? I don't think she's safe in ring.
Yeah, I'm not a fan either, but I mean, obviously, you look through her history, she has been involved in a few injuries, but I'm not saying she did that intentionally, and that's not any reason to, go and hate on her online or whatever.
I just think, and I don't think she's not talented. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and clearly she's a likable person, and people like her backstage.
So
but...
I just think she needed more time to be in, she needed more time in developmental.
True, yeah. I mean, obviously it's wrestling and things go wrong as well. Like, you could look at anyone throughout history, and I'm sure they've been involved in injuries or they've been injured themselves, but I just don't see the point in bringing her back just to push her straight to the title. That's my issue with it. Like, she's going to be feuding with Rhea Ripley now. I hope it's just one match, Rhea Ripley dominates and she moves on.
This is your issue. You've got the Bloodline storyline. It's like, well, you've missed the opportunity to introduce her into that.
True. But anyway, maybe it's good that they didn't introduce a woman in there as well, you know what I mean? Because it was already so crowded anyway. I don't know if the woman, whoever would have been, because people are saying, oh, Naomi should have joined for a bit, didn't she? Because she's married to Jimmy Uso. No. I don't know. I feel like Bloodline was too crowded already, you know what I mean? I don't know.
There's 4 guys. Well, 3 originally, so I think it should have been introduced when
you got to count Heyman as well. Heyman, I mean, he doesn't wrestle, but he is,
Yeah, but I feel like he's such a different entity in terms of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he's not the same Heyman as he was with Brock. He's a completely...
Yeah, I feel like she should have been introduced when it was Jimmy and... when it was just the Usos and Roman. And she could have left, you know what I mean? Which then, would have left a spot open for then, Solo.
Yeah.
And you could think about all the big tactics they could have used her for, you know what I mean? Because she's a big woman. She's definitely capable of fighting the men. And then it's like, wow, the men won't really fight her back, will they? So she's able to get away with stuff.
True.
And sell it more with the guys, realistically.
They've been doing that with Rhea a little bit as well. Like, she's body slammed Luke Gallows, I think, or something. Gustavo says, I'm looking forward to tonight because I want Roderick to win at all costs, but it's TK's face to make Rod lose because of Cole or something like that. He froze again.
Yeah, it's just, my camera doesn't seem to be connected to my fucking TV.
Well, at least we can hear, it's better than nothing. But yeah, let's skip to this match card for tonight then. Starting off, we got Jon Moxley defending his newly won title against Big Bill. Have you seen the meme about this, Dylan?
No.
Last week he beat AR Fox, didn't he? And then he beat Action Andrade, or whatever his name is, on Collision. And now he's facing Big Bill. It's like they're going through the alphabet. A's were last week, and now it's B. So he's going to go through his list.
I saw someone post a whole list of people, and they put the UK Undertaker. What the fuck is that?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of different indie Undertakers and all that.
That camera's seems to have gone again. I don't know what the fuck it is. I'll have to take that back to the shop. Great.
But this title, it's just the same as Orange Cassidy. He's just going to go through the guys who have no reason to have a title anyway. Until eventually he has a feud with I don't even know who it'll be at this point. Maybe Hangman? I don't know. Even though they've already done that, I don't know.
Like, I saw someone put, and I hate it because it involves useless. It's like, the one to beat him would be useless to complete the story because he's the guy who's never beat. Moxley's the one who's always beat him down.
See, I'd be down for that, but we all know useless isn't going to be anything.
Yeah,
if it was Garcia or something like that, then yeah, but you know.
Yeah, like that's the point. Like they have they pushed useless though. Like he's useless.
Yeah, how have they pushed? Yeah, exactly. They gave him that one match which he lost. What was it, last year against Moxley when he bloodied him up? Which the figure just came out with, and that's going to be discounted so quick because no one wants that. But how they made him a star? He loses every single match he's in. He's there to take the pin, and people just think, oh, just by association, he's a star. That's not how it works. You need to build the person up. Just because he's standing next to Bryan and Moxley doesn't make him a star.
Not at all. And it pisses me off because you had Garcia there. You had Garcia.
Had Garcia there, yeah.
You actually had a guy that you could have used.
What's Garcia doing now? Another glue is built. Oh, but Jericho put him over. What, he's got a little stupid dance what he does, whatever the thing is. That's it. That's all he's got going for him.
Yeah,
there's nothing there, really.
What does that even do? Like, what has he even done realistically? Like, he's broken up with Jericho already. So what's even the point after that?
Exactly. But yeah, Moxley's clearly going to win this match because Big Bill's not going to beat him. It's not happening. So Moxley's going to win. Next, we're going to hear from Sammy. But
I didn't watch it, but I'm just stating the fact, right? You get this idea, oh, we're going to go together, we're going to go to the tag titles. Like, okay, all right, that's fine. Let's see what that's about. And then it's like 1 day later, like a week later, whatever. Actually, no, we're gonna feud with each other. Like, what? Yeah,
it makes no sense.
But I was over there in London, getting your back and all that.
True. Well, they teamed up, didn't they? Because they beat Ozzy Umpin. So they won the match, and now they're just mad at each other again. Like shouldn't they have lost the match, and then that's the reason why they?
But yeah, shouldn't they have gotten so close to actually beating them? That Jericho's ego, Jericho's like, tap me if I want to do the pin. You know what I mean?
That leads to the
Jamie, I cannot stress this any further. This booking stuff is actually quite simple.
It is. But apparently it's not for this guy, this Tony Khan guy, but...
He's aiming for Booker of the Year again!
Yeah, but it's like, I swear to God, who anointed Dave Meltzer like the be-all, end-all of fucking wrestling opinions? Like, I don't understand why.
Well, it's like the Grammys and the fucking Oscars and,
Yeah, but even they're televised. Dave Meltzer's not on TV.
Well, I know that's what I'm saying, though. It's like them. I was like, who are they? Like, what does that word even mean?
Yeah, the Oscars have been going for, 80 years or 90 years or whatever? I don't know, but...
like, who's in charge of the Oscars? Like, is it a bunch of old white guys?
Yeah, I guess, it's just a committee, innit, or whatever.
It's like, then how do you get
fuck the Oscars anyway, because they always snub horror movies anyway, so fuck the Oscars, but... Just Meltzer, it's like, I just don't understand. I don't get it. These people pay him £10 a month and they think like his word means everything. He's like, oh, Booker of the Year and all this shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Jericho and Sammy segment tonight. It'll be the same as last week because they're facing each other next week. So, back and forth on the mic.
I have no idea.
We got the Page versus Cage match once again. Apparently, this is the third time they faced each other. We got Hangman Page versus Brian Cage, which... Neither one of these guys, nothing going on for neither one of these two.
I really wanted to like Hangman so much, Jamie. I really do. There's something about he's that likable face. You know what I mean?
He is good inside the ring as well.
And he's a good baby face, but the way he is, just in general, I think is just so.
It's just bland, isn't it? Like it's just. No excitement there, it doesn't feel like anymore. Honestly, the chase to the title, that was his peak, I feel like. And then he won the title, and then we all know what happened after that.
That's not even what pisses me off the most. It's the issue with the Dark Home. Like, you had something built there. You were building.
True.
And then, what did you build to? Them not being together then?
Yeah, he chose the Young Bucks, and Dark Order just, I don't even know. I don't even know what the conclusion was.
And it angers me and upsets me because I'm like, You had it. You literally had it, Hangman. You know, for what? The young, like, you don't even with them now. They're not even.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what the fuck was the whole point of that? They're all off doing their own separate things. Young Bucks are teaming up with FTR. Kenny's facing Konosuke. And Hangman's, you know.
He's like the guy who's late to the party. You know what I mean? Like, he was at, you know, these guys, you know, that all the party, and he's like, you know, yeah, and he's getting calls, like, come. He's like, nah. And then he finally decides to leave. He doesn't call anyone. And he's shown up, and everyone's practically fucking laughed. You know what I mean? He's, you know, he's at a pretty decent party that he was having fun at to go to one, and everyone's left. The only way I can, like, summarize it all, you know.
Yeah, it does summarize it pretty good. But he's apparently last week he was doing a promo against Swerve one so Swerve's with Brian Cage, so I expect Swerve to get involved inside this match, probably.
Yeah.
Next, we're going to hear from Don Callis, and he's going to reveal his next masterpiece. And as soon as I seen this, I just got Chris Masters inside my head. I just crapped the masterpiece thing with the X.
Holy crap, you cracked me! I'm here for the bounty.
Hangman versus Moxley, maybe. I don't know what to do with Hangman, but he needs to be in the title road. I really don't know. Yeah, exactly. Like I mentioned that before, but they did that, 4 or 5 months ago when Hangman got knocked out against Moxley, and then they did the rematch.
I don't know.
I guess they could do that again, but
really,
I don't know.
Like the only thing they can do is put Kenny in for the title run. Realistically,
I guess MJF versus Kenny would be.
No,
right.
I meant with Moxley.
Oh, you mean the international title?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. I guess maybe.
Because they've got history. It'd be like one of those things where Kenny be like, I've never had that belt before. Like, you never had the TNT belt, and you're not fucking chasing that. You know what
That's
I mean?
a good point.
He should get the TNT title, actually, at some point. Then he could be Moxley. Oh, actually, screw it. No, I like that Christian's got it. And I do mean Christian.
Christian, yeah. But yeah, what do you think his next masterpiece is going to be? Do you think it's a new recruit, or do you think it's just going to be like a painting or some shit?
Well, I think it's going to be who he wants to be his next recruit, but he's revealing it as a painting.
Yeah.
And I think this might start solidifying, because when is Will Ospreay's contract up in New Japan?
Well, didn't say it was like 4 months ago, or 4 months in 4 months or something. I'm guessing January, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, because I don't know whether now's the right time to start placing his, building to that idea that he's coming over.
I still feel like Sammy Guevara is going to join Don Callis. Not tonight, but maybe after the Jericho match.
Maybe like it's one of the reasons why that. I don't know. I think Sammy could be better I think Jericho needs to be one going into their feud as a heel, and Sammy as the face.
True, but I'm getting the impression from Jericho that he wants to do a face run, just the way he's like, coming across on TV and all that, and he's booking.
But I don't get it. He's one of the smartest people in terms of wrestling. You could possibly know. Why is he booking himself like a fucking idiot?
Because he thinks it's good, and no one can tell him that it's not good. Because Tony can't, clearly, or he might fear for his life again, Fucking hell. Don't want that.
All the years of me going to a wrestling show, I feared for my life.
Oh my days, man.
I don't think that man's ever been in a fight.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever saw a fight, an actual legit fight.
No,
I hope that footage gets released one day. I want to see Tony Khan getting buried underneath monitors or whatever.
What could have happened? Because I don't see Tony Khan being the guy to run up to break up the fight and then being hit or being.
Like I said last week, I feel like he just got pushed because there were a lot of people. He got pushed. He probably tripped into something and then
he
just
feared
the first
for his
time.
life.
Yeah, he feared for his life because he got a little bit of pain.
He needs a hug.
He needs a hug. Yeah, he needs a hug.
I'm glad you get that reference.
Only women's match per show, of course. We've got a fatal 4-way. Whoever wins faces Serena next week.
Teammate. You think about it. This is like 2 matches in one.
Oh, that's one way to look at it, I guess.
You know what I mean?
But still, it's the same people. We've got Nyla Rose in there now. Britt Baker, Shida, Toni Storm, and Nyla Rose. And there's only one story here. Clearly, it's going to be Toni Storm.
Oh my god. I just don't get it. Like, why you got Nyla Rose? Like, she was one of your first women's champions, right? One of your early ones. She was their second. She beat Rio.
Beat Rio, yeah.
You know what I mean? Little Rio.
Rio.
We haven't seen at all. I don't even know. It's just a kid.
I don't know the contract of Rio. I thought she was all elite. I guess she wasn't. I don't know.
How can you be on the contract of one company, but like still be working for like 7 others and barely show up as the one who's paying you the most?
Yeah, exactly.
I get it. Tony Khan, nice guy, lets you, work over shows when he's not using you. But I'm like, Tony, then don't pay them.
True.
You know what I mean? But like, I'm not gonna. I'll reduce their pay, but like, I'm not gonna pay you the full whack, but I'm gonna pay you something so that you can
especially in your women's division that's lacking in stars, and Rio was over.
Well, you're not making money, are you?
But yeah, this is an elimination match as well. But like I said, it's either gonna be Toni or Britt. I mean, I don't think Shida should have lost it all in anyway, but clearly he went for the cheap pot in England. It's all Saray's from here, so let's give it a title.
Yeah, but how long realistically, how long can she hold it for?
A month, I'd say. Actually, no, she barely wrestles. She can hold it for as long as she wants, really. It's like she's going to be there every week.
You mean Roman Reigns?
Yeah.
But then your whole women's division is just going to suffer because of that. Like, granted, yeah, you've got Chris Jericho with the TBS title. When you only do one women's match per show.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how where's the growth? Where's the growth? And where's you know what I mean? I've got to wait a week? I've got to wait until Collision, or like what's the deal?
The fact that there's only one wrestler there that shouldn't be there scares me. I always talk about Nyla. I mean, yeah, she does seem kind of randomly just thrown into it.
I don't know. I think Tony's the one who's randomly.
Well, no, because she's got a story, hasn't she, with the Outcast? She's the only one who can win.
They're all past women's champions, aren't they?
Yeah, they are all past women's champions, but
and
it's still 3 of them out of 4 have already we just seen them all in. Remember that fatal? They just did a how fucking lazy is this booking? You just did a fatal 4-way all in, and let's just do another one to determine the next challenger. Like what the fuck?
I don't know. Is this what he thinks he needs to do to grow the women's division?
He clearly doesn't want to grow it. I mean, he's going to put some attention into it now because Freya's one of his favourites, but fucking hell, man.
Yeah, before Britt was one of his favourites, and we were still only getting one women's match per show.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's not champion, but she's still always featured, isn't she, really?
Yeah, but I mean, like, when she was champion, we were still only getting one women's match per show.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. It's been a constant problem. But he'll blame it on the ratings or whatever. But
yeah, not the thing surrounding it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the women. Sometimes the women's is the best part. Like, it's not even the worst part of the show. You can't even say that about the women's. It's usually one of the better parts of the whole show.
True. It's just not treated that way. I mean, how hard is it to book 2 fucking women's matches on a show? You have to do it every week. But the fact you don't do it at all, you can never find enough time. On a 2-hour show? It's stupid.
Tell 8 or 9 of rest. Tell them like these 20-minute matches need a fucking stop.
Yeah. Why do we need 20-minute matches all the time? It just drags.
You know what I mean?
There's no interest.
For a pay-per-view, sure, yeah, you're telling the story. You're putting value on.
Yeah, and you're literally paying for it as well, aren't you? It's pay-per-view, so that makes sense. But on free weekly TV every week, so what the fuck?
That's what we say about the blood as well, you know what I mean? Give it us for free.
And then we got the main event for tonight. Samoa Joe versus Roderick Strong. Whoever wins faces MJF next week. And to be fair, I mean, it could go either way because the story with both in there. I mean, Joe's the obvious choice, but it could be Roderick Strong as well.
Yeah.
It all depends on, I mean, obviously Adam Cole's going to get involved. Which just depends on what happens there. But either way, they're not beating MJF. Even if, Joe would be a good choice to do it, he's not going to beat MJF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have any comments on it.
I thought you did. What do you think of Roderick Strong's new render with the neck brace and the glasses?
Next, I don't know. Like it seems like they're building this guy up for like no reason. Like I get the reason, but like you're going up against the world champion. Like things are just not. Like, why would he beat Darby?
Who beat Darby?
I thought who beat Darby up in the?
Joe beat him, I think. Oh no, Roderick beat him. Yeah, I think Roderick beat him because Joe beat Jeff Hardy, I think.
Yeah.
On Rampage.
And I saw someone that had clips counting sound effects to when he threw him on that top rope, that top turnbuckle.
Oh, that bump, yeah.
But like, why would you have Roderick beat? I would have had Roderick beat other fucking jobbers to get to that point. You know what I mean? Build him up to this idea. Like Darby's one of your big stars, and you treat him like that.
True. Yeah.
And it's a shame they fired Punk because the story they could have told with Adam Cole beating Punk for the title, and then you could have Darby.
Well, not even just that. MJF versus Punk, title for title.
You could have think Darby's up there. That MJF must be fighting for it.
Yeah, like we said last week, I feel like Darby should be the one to beat MJF now.
Yeah.
Because the history's there, it makes sense. But all these gluey is saying it should be Orange Cassidy. I'm quitting. If Orange Cassidy beats MJF, I'm done with the show. I'm not watching that.
Yeah, no. You're
So
right.
Joe with Cole help, or we go with Rod and he follows the road. I feel like Adam Cole's going to get involved, but it depends which way to go with it, really. I don't think he's intentionally going to help Roderick win.
I don't think he is going to get involved. I think it's going to be the Kingdom or whatever they're called.
Yeah, the Kingdom probably will. Yeah, true.
I just don't think Adam's going to get involved at all. Like, why does he need to get involved? Just because it's the guy who's really not his friend anymore, and then it's Joe's going to be facing his other friend. Think of anything, Adam needs to just hang back and just,
Yeah, like Gustavo says, maybe if Roderick gets involved, then it's Roderick versus Cole next week, and MJF versus Joe. Because they still haven't resolved the Adam and Roderick thing, have they, really?
Yeah, I'd say that would be the play.
Because I don't see, you can't have the main event Roderick versus MJF, because no one's going to buy as a chance. At least with Joe, there's some sort of chance.
I wouldn't be selling this Joe versus MJF on TV. That's a pay-per-view.
True, but they'll probably rematch it. True. They'll do a dusty finish on TV, which will lead to Wrestle Dream or whatever the fuck the next pay-per-view is.
Baby, American Dream, baby.
They got Wrestle Dream next month, and then a month after they got Full Gear. And it's like, why do you just keep running these shows constantly? That's what happens in 3 months. Yeah, at least it's not the week after, true, but still, man. The way this booking is, I don't think you could support monthly pay-per-views, but I'm gonna have to wait and see.
All In. If it was if they do All In every year, in London.
Yeah, but they've already announced next year they're doing All Out the week after again.
Yeah, but I'm saying that kind of makes sense because it's overseas, so it's that. So you
once a year, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's okay, then you do the next one straight after for the Americans. That's okay. I can kind of get behind that in a sense. But if it was 2 weeks, you know what I mean? There was a big enough gap. It'd make more sense.
I mean, not just being burnt out from watching 2 shows back to back, paying for it. You're asking people to pay for 2 pay-per-views in a week. That's a lot.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And you know what I mean. Even if we were in the current crisis we have with rising prices, they still would be a big price. You know what I mean? Still be exactly. A big luxury.
At least with WWE, it's £10 a month. You get access to every single show ever made, apart from the pay-per-views, so it's worth it. But AEW, for us, how much is it? 20 quid or 15 quid or something on Fight TV?
I wouldn't know.
It's definitely over £10, I know that, but still.
I think the last time I bought it was 15 to 20.
Yeah, so that's nearly 40 quid in it in a week, which is crazy. If you think Rod versus MJF sells in the moment, who Cole will help? This sells tickets. No, I don't know if it sells tickets, to be honest. Right now they're on 7,000 and it holds, I think, 25,000 or something like that. But I just don't know. Roderick Strong to me doesn't Scream main event, or Joe versus MJF screams like a main event. But obviously, it should be pay-per-view, but Grand Slam's one of the specials, isn't it?
I think it's going to go kind of like this, a Grand Slam. Because I'm betting 100% Tony's thinking, all right, Adam Cole, MJF tag match with someone. Maybe the Kingdom, maybe not.
Yeah.
First match. Then, second to last match, you're probably going to, or maybe not second to last match, but another, one of the matches halfway through mid match is probably Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong.
So you think they're going to repeat All In where they do double duty?
Yeah, but I think they're both going to do double duty.
Grand Slam?
Yeah, so they're going to have...
It's only a 2-hour show though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, like, what much have they got on, really?
Well, they've already announced Jericho versus Sammy. They're having the women's match. And then there's 3 matches so far, yeah.
Yeah, so they're either going to do double duty one way or another.
True, because they are still tag champions, aren't it, for ROH?
So I thought, like, they do a tag match, and that doesn't have to be long. That can be 10 minutes. That doesn't have to be... It could be a squash match.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And then, you have Roderick versus Adam Cole, which I think makes sense.
Yeah, and then Joe and MJF. And,
yeah. So then it's like, when Adam Cole could be like, oh, why weren't you out there? Like, mate, I just did 2 matches just like you. You had longer than the rest. I barely had time to come out and help you.
True, yeah, it sets up more possibilities.
You know what I mean? It could be Roderick that come out and, nearly cost him his bout, and then Adam Cole come out. But a little, like, close to the bell, you know what I mean?
True. Gustavo also says, in the Fatal 4-Way, any chance of Ruby or Saraya costing Toni in a match? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so either. I think that'll happen next week at Grand Slam. I feel like Toni wins tonight and it's Toni versus Saraya, and then Ruby chooses what side she's on next week during the match.
I think maybe walking away from this.
Maybe. But remember at All In, she came out, didn't she? She said Saraya's got a bad neck and then Toni hit her anyway. So maybe she chooses Saraya. I don't know.
Yeah, but didn't she walk out when they were, like, arguing the other week?
Yeah, I think she did, yeah.
And, like, she's after the TBS title, which I'm like, yeah, go for it, Queen.
Is she still after it? I thought she got beat all out.
Yeah, but, like, didn't she, like, attack Chris Statlander, like, another week?
Someone attacked Chris on Collision, I think.
I think it was her. I think I was watching a clip or something.
Does ring a bell. I remember someone attacking her. I don't remember who it was.
You see, before what I'm gonna call CM before, I could tell the difference between Collision and Dynamite.
Yeah, it felt like a different show.
Now I can't.
No, exactly. It's just Dynamite 2.0.
I'll be surprised if they keep the same commentators in the same spot. Something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll be goddamn shocked. If,
and they got the report saying, "Oh, Brian's taking over creative and all that." I hope he does good with it, but right now it just feels like Dynamite.
I could see him probably not having the Young Bucks on. Why would it?
Maybe.
I'd say he's more friend with CM Punk than he would be with the Young Bucks.
Yeah, he did it. Someone asked him the other day about the CM Punk thing, and he was like, it's a sad thing when one of your friends leave, but we just gotta carry on. It's like he was saying, "Oh, fuck CM Punk. I'm glad he's gone."
Like, if that was me and my friend left, I feel like I'd have to sort of go to the guy. Let's go, like, especially if I'm in bangers and like, what the fuck's going on here, man? Can we
Did you hear the report about Brody King? Apparently, he punched a wall after the fight at All In, and then that match against House of Black, he didn't use his hand that he usually uses. But I can imagine quite a lot of people being frustrated. Friends with Punk.
Yeah. Why did he punch the wall though? Like,
out of frustration, apparently.
Yeah. But like, at some point, like, a lot of these guys are gonna have to sort of, stick up and go, you know what? I'm not staying. This is how it is.
I think they will. The next target that the Young Bucks, start doing this shit to again, I think people are going to stand up. Because if you just start repeating the same thing again, where, they leak shit out to the dirt sheets about a certain wrestler.
Yeah, but they've been doing that since the beginning, so it's
true, but I mean, like, when it's so blatantly obvious, like it was with Punk, you know what I mean?
It's so blatantly obvious from the beginning.
It has been, yeah, but some people are blinded by it. Which is crazy.
Like, how are they blinded in the locker room? Like, it's clear. Like, Dave Meltzer has all this information. How is he getting it? Like, who's his source?
Yeah, like we talk about every week. How the fuck did Malachi Black's contract and mental health thing leak? That should have been a conversation between 2 or 3 people. How the fuck does that get out?
Like Tony Khan shouldn't have been talking to the Young Bucks about it. That's an issue.
They shouldn't be EVPs either. Neither should Kenny or Hangman or whatever. If you're an active wrestler, you shouldn't be an EVP as well.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between the argument of like, oh well, Vince did it. Like, yeah, but Vince was the bad guy all the time.
Yeah, and Vince wasn't an every week wrestler. He was a performer in a way, an entertainer. Yeah. But
you know what I mean? But he was also the bad guy. He also he definitely put himself over because he was the villain.
Yeah, well, he had to, didn't he? Because then the person who finally stops him, like Stone Cold, for example,
you know what I mean? The bigger the bigger the bad guy, the bigger the fall. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
how satisfying it is when you see that guy fall.
Exactly, but
it's when I watch like the Young Bucks get beat, I'm not satisfied. I don't care enough.
No.
I mean,
they're on screen or whatever, you know what kind of match it's going to be. It's the same match every fucking time.
No, I mean, it's the same with Kenny being a heel. Like, it's boring. I'd rather see him as a face.
True. He does work more better as a face, but
I mean, like, what does he do as a heel?
Last time we saw him, he was cosplaying as Triple H. That's the last time we saw him as a heel. And we know the Young Bucks cosplay every fucking week anyway, so,
Yeah.
But yeah, last week's Dynamite, like we said, we didn't watch it. I skipped through it a little bit. Did you see some of it as well, or?
I couldn't remember.
I got a note saying what happened, but I'm not very detailed. Orange Cassidy had a promo, didn't he? He's basically saying he's going to be there every week, and
he's still going to fight every week.
Yeah, exactly. I know, but he's trying to do the underdog thing in there, but it's like you're not the underdog, mate. You went 25 without getting beat 25 matches in a row.
Like, I get it. You're the underdog in a sense. Like, you're the guy who doesn't look like he should be winning these matches.
Yeah, but then again, he mentions his size. It's like 80% of the roster are the same size as you. It's like it's a land full of giants, is it? Everyone looks sort of the same. They're all the same height. There's no big differences.
You know what I mean? The only difference between him and Moxley is muscle mass. You know what I mean? I don't think there's much in height.
No. But I mean, I'll give him credit. At least this is something different instead of just the same old shit we've been seeing from him where, he just comes out and he beats whoever and then that's it.
Yeah. We'll see. As you always say, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Speaking of which, Moxley just took his place because Moxley beat AR Fox in a nothing match that meant nothing. It's just, what is the point? It's just obviously to get Moxley on the show, but AR Fox? The fuck, man.
It's like I said, it's an open challenge, isn't it? So everyone's just taking it. It's like, well, all right, I guess that's it. If anyone goes first, like, is there a list? Is there a...
It must be alphabetical. I think the meme was right. Because it's AR Fox, Action, and now it's Big Bill. Next week it'll be Colt Cabana.
Well, he's fucking coaching backstage, I read.
Oh, is it safe now? Is he allowed back now? Yeah. He's not banned anymore. Not fearing for his life.
Wasn't he sent to ring RH like well before Punk was even like a...
Yeah. And why did everyone take so offense to that? Like, what about Eddie Kingston or Claudio or even Jericho?
Yeah.
Or fucking FTR or whoever. Samoa Joe. They all went to ROH. Why is it such a big deal that Colt Cabana went there?
Yeah, why is it... Well, I guess it's just offensive to send him anywhere because, he deserves to be punished for having that Colt Cabana there. You know what I mean? Like, why are you sending Colt Cabana? That's the worst thing you could do for ROH.
Gustavo says, what a share one last thing. Rod winning with the help of Kingdom and having a triple threat is out of the question, right?
No.
Triple threat with who?
Who's going to team with MJF? Like, who's that third man?
No, I think he means MJF, Roderick, and Joe or Adam Cole, maybe? I don't know.
No.
I mean, I won't put it past him, but then you'd have to... Well, I don't know. I don't know how you'd get Adam Cole in the match. Because if Rod beats Samoa Joe, then why does Joe get another match? You know what I mean? He got beat. Let's do a draw. If they do a draw tonight and then Roderick and Joe both get the match, and then MJF can be pissed. Yeah, triple threat and MJF's pissed. It's like, I was preparing for one guy and I got to face them both.
Yeah. I don't want to see that drop. I can totally see Tony Khan go, well, I'm going to let you fight both of them. Like,
yeah, well, they did that in the Pillars match, didn't they? Remember?
Yeah, which was fucking pointless. Let's do a bracket.
It's the tournament with 3 people.
People. Wow. One guy's automatically going to be put into the semi-finals.
Yeah, so literally just you two find each other. What the fuck?
Yeah. You know what? You fought really hard. I'll put you all in the match. Let's do that.
Yeah, so this whole thing's been pointless. He just loves his tournaments. Like, this is the final for the tournament, which started last week. It's like a week tournament. Like, what?
And it wasn't just a week tournament. It is a week tournament.
Yeah, it's week. Yeah.
Is it in a week? It's also a week tournament. Fucking.
Okay, I surrender. 0 chance of Rod winning today, guys. You beat me. I mean, it's Tony. You never know. I mean, the story could be told there with Roderick fighting MJF. I just don't feel like that's the main event. That's my only issue with it. Like, you could clearly do the match. The story's there, but, you know.
Yeah, just don't get your hopes that he's going to win.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, if say it was the first match of the show, then yeah, you could do it. But as the main event, no one's going to believe that MJF is losing. So
I don't believe MJF is having this match.
What, having the match?
If he was going to have it with Roderick Strong, I wouldn't believe it.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
I'd be like, is this a rip?
This is a rip. But yeah, back to last week's show. Chris Statlander beat the Freddie Mercury girl. I forgot her name.
Yeah, and I'm sure Ruby came out and attacked her.
Oh, was it? No, it was Dynamite. Yeah, I was going to say I don't remember watching Collision, so it must have been Dynamite.
I'm 90% sure.
It probably was, yeah.
Because I do remember seeing Ruby do the thing with what the belt, like they all do.
Yeah.
And I know she wasn't doing that to Saraya.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it was Dynamite. We had the Chris and Sammy beating Aussie Umpen. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Is this when was the promo thing then?
The week before.
That was the week before?
Yeah.
Shit, I got it mixed up. I thought it was the other way around.
Well, they beat Aussie Umpen and then they cut a promo.
Yeah, I thought last week they beat Oz. I mean, 2 weeks ago they beat Aussie Umpen, and then last week was the promo.
Wait, what promo are you talking about? The one where they get back together?
No, the one where they... Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the when he was talking about traveling to the UK and shit. Yeah, I got it mixed up. Yeah. But they shoved each other after the match, didn't they? After they won the match.
I couldn't... Like, I didn't watch the match.
No, I didn't watch the match either.
So what was... we can't really talk about them. So I can only assume that, Jericho was doing his ego thing. But the fact that they won doesn't necessarily lead to, the shoving. Like, They need to build up to, like there is an ego with Jericho. Don't get me wrong. There's always been that there. But they haven't built up that Sami Zayn gets a problem. You know what I mean? Like, they haven't been in competition together. They haven't been in the ring a lot together. You know what I mean? They haven't... You haven't seen that build at the moment. You kind of tell that story. Yeah, there is all that evidence from the past couple of years. But this is storytelling. You need to show that Sammy's noticing it to us. You know what I mean? You need to have us see Sammy noticing. Simple storytelling mechanics. Like
Gustavo says Shida fight for a title after losing. I was thinking she could win today, but the tension should be happening with Britt. I think they'll both cost the victory today and face each other. Yeah, I mean that's a good call. Maybe Shida versus Britt happens. Like I said before, she shouldn't have lost it all in. It was just stupid, just taking the belt off her after she won it. What? She only had it for like 3 weeks, didn't she, or whatever? She didn't have it that long.
Who did she beat for it?
She beat Toni, didn't she? Toni Storm.
Toni should have kept it down. That could have.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, Shida's one of my favorites, and Dylan likes her as well. Like, I'd be fine if she won the title again, but...
This is you trying to make it a 4-way match. You trying to, put a 4-way win and have Shida win, and then you've got your 4-way match, haven't you, in a sense? But,
True.
When has that ever stopped Toni from throwing some random person into a match? I wouldn't have been mad with Shida being randomly thrown. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, Shida. I think she could win then.
Yeah. Well, it's like, if she wins the title next week, what was the point in her losing? Just for Saraya to get a hometown pop. You know what I mean? So it's like, I guess Tony's going to win, because then they've got the Outcast thing, haven't they, or whatever.
Yeah, but like I said, Ruby's going after the TBS.
True. Well, maybe the story would be like, oh, I'll get the TBS and then we've all got the gold or whatever. I don't fucking know.
But there's the one who, you can't...
That's what
women's
Toni
belts.
makes jealous. Toni gets jealous.
Yeah, but there's two belts, so they're going to play hot potato with the women's title between those two.
No, I mean, like, Saraya has the women's, doesn't she? And then Ruby wins the TBS.
Yeah, but then what does Toni have? Is it just
I mean, that's what makes Toni leave, because she's jealous or
I
whatever.
thought they were already breaking up, though. That's the issue. Like, why?
I know, yeah, I thought they already were as well, but apparently they still are. I don't fucking know.
I don't know if Toni knows. I swear. He's booking based on what he's been told.
Oh yeah, back to last week. The best part of the show, obviously, the MJF and Joe bit. You watched this, didn't you?
No.
No.
No. Wait, is it the shove?
No, they shoved the promo back and forth.
I didn't know they did one. I'm really mad. I thought it was just a shove and that was it.
No, Joe kept calling him a kid. And then, what did MJF say? He said something like, "Oh, you've got the body of like you've been eating so much ice cream." And then Joe was like, "Yeah, I had an ice cream truck on the other network, the Twisted Metal."
Yeah.
There's a lot of fat jokes as well, but the crowd were chanting "Fuck you, Joe" as well, so they're clearly on MJF's side now.
Yeah, man, hearing that he did a lot of fat jokes, I feel like that too easy for him to, yeah.
Yeah, too easy, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I guess it's so hard to find a chink in Joe's armor. You know what I mean?
True.
Taking that
But
out.
then obviously he brought up the NXT shove as well.
Yeah.
Which happened, I don't know how many years ago now it was.
But that was fun. I did see a lot of tweets where Joe went, "I feel sorry for that kid."
Eventually they got into a brawl and Adam Cole came out to save MJF. So this was the best part of the show. Obviously it was just a talking segment, but still, the storytelling.
Yeah, storytelling, part of the show.
From there, Roderick Strong beat Trent. I didn't watch the match, but, Roderick beat him to advance for tonight. And then we had the Hangman Page promo, which Swerve came out. And oh my god, you didn't watch this, did you?
God, no.
He tried selling that he's been in a coffin for 2 weeks. Swerve did.
What?
And I'm like, what? That coffin that was in London? You were in that for 2 weeks? So what, did you fly back to America in it? Like, what the fuck are you saying? He's talking like, "Oh, I had a lot of time, this 2 weeks in this coffin and all." I'm like, what? And he's like, "If I had the opportunities that Hangman had, I would have been the first black AEW champion." Like, he completely owned Hangman on the promo where Hangman just looked lost.
Is he facing Hangman as well? I don't know. I'm
I think they're building up Hangman versus Swerve, but...
I thought he was... Wait, who was Swerve cutting his promo game?
Hangman.
Right, okay. I thought for some reason he was doing something with Darby.
No, not Darby, no.
I'm sorry, I just got completely lost.
He mentioned the coffin, that's what, against Darby.
That's what threw me off. You mentioned the coffin, I just assumed...
But it's just the fact that he was trying to sell it, he's been in it for 2 weeks. Going back to what you said before about kayfabe, it's like, no one believes that. You didn't fly from London to America in a coffin and then spend another 2 weeks in the coffin.
You're like in the coffin in London for like 2 weeks. And then you suddenly come out and like, what the unless he's talking like in a metaphorical sense, but even then he needs to make it clear.
Yeah, but even that's still like, you weren't in a coffin though, was you? You were free to walk about.
Yeah, but
you mean like his mind was still
in
there or whatever?
I can't pronounce the word.
Yeah, I know which word you mean.
Metaphorically, in his mind, he was trapped. You know what I mean? Like he was, maybe.
It was just a stupid thing to say, though.
If he made it clear he was talking about metaphorically, I was trapped.
He didn't make it clear.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He clearly fucking didn't.
It took Shida a hard time to get the title, and when she did, she lost it quickly. It was a bad call. Yeah, 100%. Especially like we always said, she was pandemic champion, and then she just,
She was the pandemic champion. You gave it when she could have crowds now. All of a sudden, she was doing it in the biggest audience, and she drops it to Saraya.
It's because she's from England.
We knew she was winning when she had a whole fucking family out, didn't we?
Yeah, and she came out to Queen as well. I was like, okay, here we go.
Right, here we go. This is it. This is pointless.
Guys, don't want to bother you, but could recap today's results. Me who speaks no language helps someone understand. You mean for tonight? Yeah, we'll go quickly through them again real quick. Moxley versus Big Bill. Obviously Moxley. I mean, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Well, Jericho and Sammy, it's just a promo thing, so they're just going to be building up next week's match, aren't they? So, I mean, I'm expecting a good line or two from Sammy, I think. Jericho will probably make it all about him.
Yeah, ego Jericho.
Ego Jericho strikes again. We got Paige versus Cage. Like we said before, Swerve's apparently going to be feuding with Hangman, so... You know what, fuck it, I think Hangman wins, but then Swerve attacks him afterwards or something like that.
Well, yeah, they're part of the Mogul Empire.
Yeah. But I just feel like Hangman can't lose, can he? Because then it doesn't really build him up for Swerve, does it? If Cage just beats him or whatever.
Yeah.
Don Callis next masterpiece, like we both said before, it's probably going to be a painting or, you know, whoever
I'm
his next
assuming
recruit.
if it might be a painting, sort of revealing Will Ospreay or someone else.
Yeah, or maybe he doesn't fully reveal it. Maybe he just teases it tonight. You know what I mean? Like half the painting or whatever.
Yeah, like maybe the painting's not ready yet.
Yeah, it's not finished or something.
Or maybe as an artist actually out there ready to paint them. Like he brings someone out, like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then you have someone come out to do like, oh, we're not having this shit all over again.
True. Yeah.
There's some stuff.
The women's match, I'm gonna go with Toni Storm, even though I want Shida to get the belt back, but I feel like it's gonna be Toni Storm.
Probably, yeah. I think curveball. I think it might be Nyla Rose.
I just don't see Saraya facing Nyla Rose.
Fuck it. I don't like her. I want Nyla Rose. I would rather Shida, but like...
You know what? They could probably do Britt versus Saraya again, couldn't they?
Yeah. You know, just watch that neck.
Wasn't the last time they did it? Britt was the heel once, yeah.
Yeah, but did you also notice how Saraya doesn't trust the cameraman?
Oh my god, yeah. That was a funny line. I'll give it that.
That was so good. I'm like, oh, you got it. You actually still kind of got it a little bit. And you're right. That's the worst part. You get so right.
Yeah, true. She was right with that. Main event: Roderick versus Joe. Like we talked about before, it's got to be Joe. You can't have Roderick versus MJF.
Joe's gonna kill you.
But yeah, Gustavo, I hope you understood that, mate. That was our predictions for tonight. Oh yeah, the last thing from last week's show, Darby beat Nick Wayne, which I didn't watch, so I couldn't tell you anything about
it. Did Nick Wayne finally draw in the father?
No, he didn't. Not yet. I don't think he did anyway.
Who was it I saw? What was it? Was it? We talk about that where like Chrissy's greatest enemy is who is it in WWE? No, it's Darby. Darby's his greatest enemy because he has his dad's still alive, and he also has daddy. It's Sting. Oh god, where's Tristan? Why is he not doing anything, man? That has to be the way he goes. He just gathers a load of. He becomes Peter Pan. You know what I mean? Like the Lost Boys. That'd be good. Obviously, you wouldn't call them the Lost Boys because then that'd be too on the nose.
Yeah, that'd be too on the nose.
Then you can't call them the boys because Don Castle will have an issue.
Oh, here we go. According to our local government, AEW's turnstile count was 72,000.
Whoa!
Not 80,000.
Not even in the 80s. 72. Not close. Where are you getting that statistic from? Like.
Hold on, I'm gonna click on this link.
Oh, be careful.
The Freedom of Information Office for the Brent Civic Center.
Alright, okay, that sounds legit. Send me that tweet. I'm gonna start tweeting at Tony.
It's not a tweet, it's a... Oh, it might probably be on Twitter as well somewhere.
No, but I mean, send me the link and I'll start tweeting it at Tony.
Alright.
I don't know how much clearer I could have made that.
I was reading and listening at the same time.
Yeah, you can't do both. I know.
No, I can't do both. I can't. I sent you the link. I mean, still, 72,000 is impressive, but you know, this whole time, Melts have been like, "Oh, WWE lie about the records." Now AEW are lying as well, but you know.
Oh my god! Wait, is that in terms of like?
That's in terms of being scanned in when you get into the arena or whatever.
Right. Yeah, but then like they were saying like 81 was sold in ticket sales. I think that's what they were going off, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then he tried bragging, didn't he? He was like, "Oh, if you include everyone backstage, there was 90,000."
There was no way there were 90,000. Where did you get an extra 10,000 people from?
He's talking about everyone working backstage, like catering.
Yeah, where do you get an extra 10,000? There's not an extra 10,000 people.
And he's counting the people behind the bars and shit, but even that wouldn't count for that
Again,
much.
do not get you 1,000. 2 tops, I'm telling you.
Yeah, true.
Okay,
No problem, Gustavo. I hope you enjoyed the stream, mate.
we try our best, and my camera usually isn't this dodgy, but I gotta take it back in. I'm really mad about that.
About what?
About my camera. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that.
I don't see anything new, really.
What else did I see? No, it was just the Caribbean stuff I saw.
Let's talk about this one last time, Dylan. If you were going to place bet, do you think CM Punk goes back to WWE?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were flirting. They're basically flirting.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's basically, you know, how you doing? What's happening? You okay? You know, you look nice. Because,
even
like,
if it's just one match.
Like, let's just play it down as it actually is. It's just them saying nice things to each other. They're not putting anything bad out there. There's no definite. But in, like, for Punk, the guy, you know, if you watch his documentary, you remember, like, because we watched that documentary together, didn't we? And he talks about, like, when he leaves a place, you know, he doesn't, he burns the bridge. You know what I mean? He blows it up. He doesn't burn it. He destroys it. There's no way he's going back. For him to be the first one to put feelers out there to say, you know, I remember all the good times on WWE.
Not even just that, he was backstage at Raw in March, talking to The Miz and Triple H.
Yeah, like you kind of gotta think like he's wanting to go back, because you gotta think he's not going out in that loss over there. That's a lot. That's kind of a he's not gone out in a loss in the sense of like his record, but he's gone out in a loss like they've got the better of me. I'm gonna have the last laugh.
True. Yeah.
Because the moment, and I'm telling you, the second that music hit on a Friday night or Monday night on SmackDown or Raw,
even on Survivor Series in Chicago,
I'll pay for you. Yeah, anything. You to like who you fighting? Like what you got?
Yeah, true. I mean, you think about it, Punk goes to WWE and then MJF leaves next year. AEW is going to be in trouble.
Well, I think if Punk is at WWE, then I'm saying that the money is on MJF leaving.
Same, yeah, especially with Cody being there as well.
Because you kind of got to think, why wouldn't I go there? And then you got to think, Ricky Starks probably wants to go there.
Oh yeah, Ricky Starks 100% going. Did you see he posted on the Instagram the other day about thanking CM Punk? He gave him his flowers. He gave CM Punk his flowers, and then he had to delete it because he got a lot of fucking hate. It's like, the guy just posted an image of CM Punk saying thank you for what you've done. Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah. And then you got to think,
glue eaters, man.
You got to think there's got to be fewer people that are going to jump ship. You not necessarily jump ship into the, like, go to WWE, just leave and go back to the Indies.
True.
Like, I have money that Will Ospreay will most like I'm saying it's 60-40 when we go to WWE for Will Ospreay.
Probably, yeah.
Because he's gonna look there. He's not.
I think it's just the travel Will Ospreay. I don't think he likes to travel too much.
Yeah, but he'd be living in the. Oh no, he lives in the UK. But yeah, but he's still got to do all the traveling. Either way.
True. Yeah.
So it depends on what sort of contract he goes with WWE. Maybe he goes for like a year or a couple of months. But I'm telling you, man. Punk's over, MJF's over, Ricky's over 100%.
Yeah, definitely. I'd put Ricky over MJF. I think Ricky's out the door.
Oh yeah. Ricky's over there already.
Yeah, 100%.
But I'm also thinking that another 2 years, Moxley will go back.
Yeah, no matter what he says, you know he's going to go back. Because that Shield reunion's money. And no matter what you do with it, like, you could even just have them face each other, or you can reunite the Shield, or there's so much different shit you could do.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, 100%. But my money is so much on him going back as well in 2 years.
Yeah, I could see Moxley. It might take a little bit, like 2 years, like you said, but yeah. Even Jericho. Jericho's going to go back for that Hall of Fame. Even if Vince isn't there.
I think Christian's also a goer, and I think he'll take the just stories with him.
Maybe, yeah. Because Edge ain't going there. No matter what the Glue say, Edge is not going AEW.
Yeah, and you know what? I would have actually really liked to see Darby go with them, but I know he isn't.
Well, Darby's already said he's staying with AEW for life.
I wouldn't.
I mean,
no,
yeah.
I wouldn't say for life. I think it maybe another 4 years if.
No, I mean that's literally what he said. He said he's staying with AEW because Tony gave him his chance and he's always going to be loyal. But
yeah, but like we said with Punk, never say never.
True, it is wrestling. You can never say never. But then again, like I don't think Darby would fit in WWE because they're not going to let him be that reckless.
I think that's going to be the thing that saves him.
It could be, yeah, but if he wants that, though, isn't it? That's the issue.
Like, there's 3 guys I know who are never going to WWE. It's like they're never getting a contract. That's Kenny and that's the Young Bucks. Those 3 guys. They're never gonna.
I disagree with that, because they did offer him, didn't they?
Yeah, like they offered the Young Bucks before the Young Bucks became the Young Bucks.
True. I could see Kenny possibly going.
I don't see them wanting Kenny. Why would they want to see him?
I mean, out of the 3, I'd choose Kenny, but
yeah, like if anything, I think there's 2 guys that the Triple H has got his eyes on who he wants back. That's Adam Cole and Samoa Joe. He wants them back better than anything.
Oh yeah, 100%, definitely, especially Samoa Joe.
Yeah, and I feel like if Adam goes back, he's not leaving without Britt.
True, and I could see even Britt actually going to WWE.
I think she's the only one out of the women's that would go back. Maybe Ruby.
Maybe Ruby as well. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
3 I won't.
I would like Shida because she has history, and it's not real history, but she has a connection with Asuka.
True, but even Asuka's talked about retiring soon. She wants to make her own arcade. So, do you know how long Asuka's been around for?
Yeah, but like I think it depends on who's in charge and what they're doing with them. I mean, you're having fun working there. Why would you want to retire that soon?
Right, I'm gonna have to end it because this dog's doing me in.
Well, we made it an hour. We finally
made it an hour. Yeah, we'll have to see if we can do it again next week.
Yeah, see that camera's working.
Alright everyone, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you're new. Check out Dylan's social links down below. Until next week, peace out in a bit.